Well, then, of course, there was another kiss with Jess, and that was with Schmidt. So, Max, how was that kiss as well?
Well, I'm surprised it took you this long to bring it up.
The buzz has been through the roof.
The amount I get asked about Schmidt and Jess and the will they, won't they of it all. The internet is a buzz.
You are such an idiot.
I'm throwing out a lot of key phrases that people are in tune to. And let me tell you
So you
something.
understand the phrases, you get how this works?
I also understand the internet.
You don't get the
That's
internet,
untrue.
pal. That's one thing I know for sure. You don't get the internet.
That's not true.
It's true.
I have Wi-Fi right now.
No, you don't.
You don't know that for sure.
I saw you
let
put
him
your
have
phone
it,
away.
Jake. Just
No,
let him have it.
he does not understand the internet. I will not let him have that.
I turned my phone off all by myself.
What's your favorite website? Exactly. Shut up.
So when is the Lamorne and Hannah kiss with Jess, though? Because
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, it happens all the time off screen.
Calm down.
And
Hannah and I had a boob slapping fight earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is, I think, nearly as exciting.
Yeah, that I think is the most exciting episode of the season.
I remember
really.
leaving that night of work and being like, that was the weirdest day of work I've ever had.
Downtown LA.
Downtown LA in a warehouse
full of graffiti.
full of graffiti.
120 degrees.
It was so hot, there was no air conditioning.
None.
Just Zooey
We were like
and I
sweating
slapping
and we're like, hey, your boob, your boob. it was like Three Stooges with boobs. So.
that's the
Very odd to
lifestyle.
get notes on.
There's
Very hard to
really
get notes on.
funny, I remember there was a funny standards note on that scene. They were like, please watch the jiggle. Make sure that there is no jiggle.
So we went for maximum support.
I'm like calling set. I'm like, what about the jiggle? Do we have the jiggle under control? It's like a weird.
The funny thing though is Liz wasn't there that night. It was Brett and Dave, so we kept going over the two of us.
Let's do it again.
Slow it down, really slow it down. No, slower.
Very
Can we get closer on that?
I don't know, I think it's really good.
But my favorite, I just have to put it to post-production on this. The Foley on that was amazing.
That wasn't
Like
Foley.
classic. No, there was classic. Like,
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
Great slap.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that is what it sounds like.
What is a classic
life right
boob
there.
slap sound like?
That was me and Dave in a sound booth.
Well, back to Liz and the producers. Was getting Nick and Jess together the plan for the show from the start?
I think we figured at some point that you know, when we saw their chemistry in the pilot, I think it was like, oh yeah, this is a thing. Like,
Even in
let's build on this.
casting. I mean, I remember we were doing scenes just for casting. And I mean, even just these guys riffing right now. I'm
was
thinking like,
electric.
casting is but I think we actually fought, legitimately fought against it for a long time.
But I mean, really, really hard. You
Yeah,
guys fought
yeah.
against it. We would be like, so, do you want to go over there? Don't touch him.
Yeah.
Don't touch him. Don't look at him. Don't touch him.
There was too much chemistry, honestly. It was like, this isn't helpful. We need to like take it back, or we're going to end up like in, a moonlighting sort of scenario where we kind of blow our steam too quickly. So
It's a hard balance to make sure that like you're pulling it out at the right time. Like we still, you never know how much and how little to give. So it's we were constant. Even now, we're still dealing with it. So
Yeah. Well, you mentioned moonlighting and Zoe and Jake. I mean, you hear comparisons to Jim and Pam or Ross and Rachel. Do you guys feel that way with these characters as well?
I think we're different. I mean, the one that we always kind of have talked about is Sam and Diane from Cheers, who we love. And
Nick's the bartender.
Let's do that.
Yeah. Sam and Diane. I just love that they kind of had a love-hate relationship, which always is exciting to watch. And I think all these different characters have, these different duos have their uniqueness.
Ups and downs. Yeah. We talk a lot about Carrie and Brody.
Some Homeland in there.
Yeah. That's the arc we were looking
We work on the
for.
same floor as those guys. We're just stealing their ideas when they're not around.
So is Jess going to become a
I was like, wait
An
a
operative,
minute.
yes.